Welcome, everybody. Unaccompanied Minors weather forecast. Today,
Let's hand it over the news.
All right, so weather today. It's been that's the moon. The moon's out right now. It actually is dark. What is the weather today? Hold on. No, this is gonna be accurate. It's 37 degrees right now. That's all I got for you.
What's the dew point?
The dew. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll get that. I can find that. Your Wi-Fi is slow in your neighborhood.
I don't know. It sounds interesting.
Hey, where'd the moon go?
Where'd the moon go?
My bad. I'll keep
Vector got the moon, dude.
There's no dew point listed here. I think you're a fraud. Off to Patricia for traffic. What are you doing, bro?
I'm keeping the moon up
What are
there,
you
dude.
doing?
All right, so
That's like the sun. Like rising.
unfortunately, on I-75, a family of 4 orphans died in a rollover car accident. They got hit by a semi-truck. God, it was unfortunately hauling bricks. One of the kids, a pallet of bricks got loose, smoked old Jimmy in the head. He is a goner. They're all 4 gone, but he was gone quick. The rest of them unfortunately passed away in the ambulance. Because it was an orphanage, they could only afford 1 ambulance, so they took turns on the bed on the IV, and that did not work. I hate to tell the orphanage they're gonna get sued. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you guys for watching Unaccompanied Minors weather. We're going back to our regular broadcast.
I'm as an adult.
Right now, and I'm all about the guap.
Yeah, right. We want to thank our sponsors. You did? I'm not a fan of Maxo Cream. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good night, Detroit.
Good night, Detroit. Welcome back, everybody. Today,
The seats.
yeah, we need a Poe come in. Oh, we can wait till. Oh wait, Matt's still here. My bad. Yeah, you guys come in. We have Rachel still on the couch. Okay. Well, no, I mean like you're here. There's no chairs for Rachel to come in. We've introduced some people 2 episodes ago. We have Patrick here today. We also have Ashley, and then all you guys have not been in here today. So we can just introduce each of ourselves. We have our first guest here, Matthew. We talked about him before in podcasts whenever we talked about cars and racing.
He's been pool table guy.
Yeah, pool table guy.
Before we figured out we were saying people's names.
Yeah. So he's
I'm honored. I'm truly honored. What am I supposed to do? Tell them like my favorite color, like what I like to do like at nighttime. My name is Matthew. My name is Matthew. Bleep. My social security number is 3693. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean.
Where do you go to school?
Oh, I go to school. I go to the one and only Kettering University in Flint, Michigan.
What do you study there?
I study mechanical engineering.
How is the water in Flint, Michigan?
The water is actually, fun fact for you here actually, is now the Flint water system, since it got so like hated on through the whole thing, they actually have fixed it, and they now have like some of the best water filtration in the state.
That is something that somebody that lives in Flint would say.
Do I have a Brita in my dorm room? Yes. I use a Brita through my filter. I use my Brita filter. I don't know. Hope that's the plan at least. That's the hope. Okay, Emma.
Wait. Yeah, actually,
Hi, my name's Emma, and hi, my name's Emma. I don't know if it's I go to school at ASU. Go Sun Devils, and yeah, that's it.
Sun Devil, bro.
Bro, that's our mascot. I kid you not. And we have this weird sign thing. You gotta go like this.
Oh, it's like the
Everybody forks up, you guys.
Trident's up.
Forks up. Yeah. Anyways, that's my introduction.
Hey, Emma, no, Emma. Tell them about how the fruity ass way you dap people up.
What?
The fruity way you dap people up.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think it's too fruity.
It's a little funky.
I don't honestly kind of forget. I think it's just. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. Okay, look. So you go in and you grab just the first finger, and then you let go. It's just like a little extra step. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Like,
it makes you feel like a little bit of a princess.
I think it's so fun. It's kind of like an extra step. No. Look, and just that. So like, wait, just like that, and then you go in. Yeah. Like this.
Oh, that's magical.
Yeah, it's kind of sick, right?
It's kind of tight.
I can't hear anything.
Yes, everybody's doing it. No, it's perfect. It's the new thing. Matt didn't like it, but clearly everybody's.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of cool.
It kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Here. Oh, Emily.
Oh. Hey guys. Guys are doing my intro. I'm Emily. I go to Michigan State. It's great.
It's cold, but
It is cold. Cold. It's cold and it's getting pretty old. Okay. Hey guys, I'm Emily. I go to Michigan State University. Go Spartans. And
What's your favorite color? Green.
I mean now it is. Yeah, go green. When I say go green, ding dong, she gets it. That's about it.
Welcome, Emily.
Thank you so much.
What an episode do we have for you today? This is gonna be top notch.
I feel like ADHD and my Adderall starting to wear off, so it's just getting worse and worse as we go.
All right. So the first thing what we wanted to get into today, it's going to be a mix of like two things. But last week we had a few of the people here over, and we drank some water. You know, it is what it is. And then I introduced them to the Midnight Gospel. That show. Yes, Tommy?
So I heard about this show, right? Apart from you, right? And I was actually going to suggest the idea that we watch it and then talk about it. Later, I find out you guys already did all that, and I think it's awesome. And I was very happy.
We were talking. He was like, "Dude, have you heard about this show on the slopes, dude? We're going up the chairlift." He's like, "Dude, have you heard of the Midnight Gospel?" I was like, "Yeah, we were watching it at Arno's house. The one time you didn't come."
Yeah.
So I was very much in my own realm, and I watched this show, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was really good, and then kind of sad, but also very good.
One night at boys' night, Drew and Chris brought it up, and we watched like the entire season. It was crazy.
Yeah. Emily, what did you think about the Midnight Gospel?
I thought it was really cool.
That's good.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, but it also like made me feel very weird. I don't know. I can't explain
I get
it.
that.
I
It
feel
was
like
sort of,
honestly,
yeah, I don't know.
when I was watching it, I feel like I just like zoned out so much because it was like so colorful and stuff that I wasn't focused on hearing anything. I just saw colors.
Yeah.
Very much.
It was super cool. But no, so we were watching it. I watched it for the first time about a year and something ago. And there's this one episode. It was the 5th episode of the Midnight Gospel. I very much recommend it. That's the one that I always show. But it's the one where they're in like a prison and this guy keeps dying over and over again. And they learn about like Buddhism and they talk about
Yeah, when he
The
kept
little
dying
bird.
over and over. Oh my god.
See, the thing about the show is
he like becomes connected to the guy's like
Yeah.
It's like the bird. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
practices every time. Yeah. Fucking weird.
What I really loved about that episode is like the way he learned how to actually get out of prison. Like, because basically to spoil this episode, if you're gonna watch Midnight Gospel, I guess don't keep watching this part. But he's trying to escape the whole prison, but he just keeps failing. But he learns how to keep doing it, and I think that's really sick. And he also like becomes not angry anymore because he was like so mad.
a cool detail about that is he actually goes through all the stages of grief. He goes through shock, through anger, through sadness, and then he eventually, whatever the fuck all of them are, and then he eventually.
Tony
suppressed all
read
of
the
it.
cartoon character's chakras.
Oh yeah,
and
baby.
figured
No,
it all
chakras.
out.
Talk about chakras. That show.
We need to talk about
It
it.
was
So
Everybody here.
here
all
we
those
can
people,
actually do a
every
live
audience
chakra
experience
reading
chakra.
if you
A
want.
live chakra.
But before we get into the chakras,
Should we just do an extra segment
down.
for YouTube for
Yeah, we
reading the
could do that.
We can do the next segment.
yeah.
I'm so down.
But that episode of
Fucking wicked, dude.
all right, let's go in. But this is a problem with having so many people on the podcast. It gets so no, but it's fun. It's awesome.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
You do it as like a quiet though. You just like talk. Okay, regular tone.
But that episode, it's really cool because they talk about a bunch of different types of like meditations, and this one we'll do a live chakra reading after I explain this type of meditation. But it's like whenever you start meditating and you like instead of just like trying to think about nothing or like a mantra or something, you like just feel what you're feeling, and instead of just thinking about it, like think about what is making you feel that and like keep going down. And then like if something happens like while you're meditating, like your phone goes off and it disturbs you, instead of reacting to it, just feel it and see where it's coming from. And it's cool because like the more you do that, you get it more in tune with like your emotions and how you react to things. And
You had a good run there. Holy shit.
and you do it over and over again, and like you kind of come like just very chill
You did
because
some
like
research on the chakras, bro, because I did not know about all this.
No, and the thing is, Arnold's chakras, he was clear everywhere. Because Tony
Perfect.
read my
Yeah.
chakras and he was like, I'm feeling a blockage like here. He read you, he was like, girl, these could not be better.
Actually,
Yeah.
you're
That happened
similar.
twice.
You were not the
Wait,
same.
yeah. We
but it
had
was
like the
it was-
opposite issues.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's still in the same area, but
Yeah, our chest.
Mm. But the more you do it, because I ended up doing that meditation about a year ago, and I did it like pretty frequently, and then you kind of just become very chill to everything. Like things will happen, like, and it also helps with different things like anxiety. Like instead of like worrying about something, you're just like, why am I worried? And then you like just kind of chill.
actually,
Because instead of thinking about the things that make you worried, you think about why you're worried.
see, a
And
great
why?
example of that would be how everybody thinks that death is like this horrible thing. That it makes us miserable and all those types of things. It's more than just that. You know what I mean? And you don't realize that death is just. Everybody thinks that it's just bad, but really it's not. It's just, the end of something beautiful. You know what I mean? Like the end of a story. It's not something that is mean, but it's
about,
exactly.
perspective.
But you gotta learn. You gotta get that, and the way you do is by doing that type of meditation.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I think it's dope as hell.
It is dope as hell. I think death is like, it gives you a chance to appreciate things. Like, in a general sense with like, yeah, obviously I'm gonna die, I better enjoy this, cake. But, like,
Oh, Matt, how many minutes are left? You can keep going.
on like a specific thing, it's like, you realize like what's important and what isn't quicker when you understand like everybody's gonna die. Like,
Exactly.
and you appreciate things in a way that's just different
Hey,
than
actually-
before.
I'll be right back. Hold up.
I think.
Couple things guaranteed in life: death, taxes. Fuck, I forget
What's
the third one.
That's it.
I forget the third one.
Taxes and you die.
Death, taxes, and
Patrick.
It's just death and taxes.
I think it's just death and
Just
taxes.
death and taxes.
No, there's like one
There's
more
a
though.
third one.
There's
No,
a third
just
one.
death and
It's
taxes.
usually
No,
no,
death,
no,
taxes,
no.
like,
it's gotta be
It's
like-
always add
No,
on four.
yeah, people
That's
no, people usually like add on their own like
Oh.
yeah, it's like oh
They're like,
death,
Diet Coke,
death, taxes, and ugly women.
Okay, I was not thinking that. Okay, I got a little something for you. This. Oh my God.
Oh.
No, we good.
I had it, so I'm allowed to.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, no, we're chill.
Okay, I have a nice little thing to say about what we were talking about, death and all that stuff. Okay, so check this quote out. I love this quote so much. Check it out. Shut the fuck up, everyone. So, everyone who has been born and everybody who will be born is not only unhappy, but always unhappy if we're worried about death. For if you say that only those who are going to die are unhappy, you exclude no one who is living, because everybody must die. So we can't, what this quote is saying is we can't everybody just be worried about dying, because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So if that's what's making you unhappy, then by that extent, everybody who's worried about that is absolutely happy, and that's not true. There's still happiness. There's still all these types of things. You feel me? So
like life is so beautiful.
exactly, but it's gotta have death with it. You feel me? So
I
feel you. Hey,
everything comes to an end. Not even like just people, like everything.
That fish in Avatar.
Like in Avatar, you can't have yin without yang.
I'm so excited. You can't take the moon because it just like nothing doesn't work.
We'll do one more thing on this.
You got it, because if you take the moon, then the ice god's fucking daughter has to die.
Okay, you're messing this up so much.
No, she dies.
Okay,
all right, we'll
recenter.
We're talking about like animated, the last Airbender. This evil guy, tries to like steal the moon spirit and kill it.
The Fire Lord.
But you can't have the moon.
Succeeds.
Without sun. So you need the sun to firebend. You need the moon to waterbend. But without one of them, you can't have the other.
True. Can't have any power at all except the Avatar state.
Oh, dude. So like you can't get rid of the
water,
sun.
so you need the moon.
Bloodbending is like its own separate thing, but it's like derived from water.
It's like it's a subsection of water.
Because there's water in your bloodstream.
No, that makes sense.
Guys.
But like Earth, they're just chilling as long as
all right.
The badger moles started earthbending and humans.
Can we talk about nuclear fusion?
We'll recenter. We'll finish this segment.
We can talk about this.
We'll finish this segment and then we can keep going on. All right, so before we move on to our next segment, I wanted to add one more thing to the Midnight Gospel. So whenever Tony was asking or talking about death in general, they talk about something in there, which is like the idea of hope. And like it's a very good thing, like it's good to have, but like sometimes you have to learn to like let go of hope, because they were talking in there and they were like, oh, I hope my ex comes back, or like I hope this person doesn't get sick, and like you get so caught up on that and like worrying about it. But like if you think about that, what if you weren't hoping the entire time? Like, because that only just makes you more worried in the long run, and it's just a very interesting idea. Yeah.
Yeah. See, all these things you can't just like live life and learn. You gotta like actually put some thought into them specifically to truly understand it. And hey, it changed my life when I like realized.
It's very, very cool.
Like letting go is better than if you have a rope and you're pulling it and it's like burning you, it's better to let go than keeping it.
So true.
That kind of thing.
I agree. No, that's a great analogy,
you gotta
metaphor.
like to put the glove on.
Right.
Yeah, but then you put the gloves on
All right.
next time.
Okay.
We have we're gonna end our first 20-minute segment here, and we'll be right back.
So nuclear fusion.
Okay.
I guess.
I like particle physics.
All right. So no. So are we not doing nuclear fusion right now?
Let Patrick
Okay.
talk. Let
All right.
Patrick talk.
So from what I've understood is they've been trying to find the formula or the equation, solve the equation for 50 years. And they finally figured out, it took them like an absurd amount, I think it was 90 or something like that, lasers basically.
120.
120, is that what it was? And
Big ass fucking
and it's
lasers.
basically, it's very clean energy because we have unlimited hydrogen with water. That's all
So,
really I understand.
For anybody who doesn't know what nuclear fusion is necessarily, it's
This guy does. He did a senior
Oh, let's
project.
go! Yeah, he sure does. Adam was actually
Me and Jill.
Straight out of
Adam was actually the
Straight outta
scientist
Tilted.
who discovered it.
That was me. You were. They show it to the future classes because my friends and Jem watched our video.
I
So
didn't understand any of it.
okay.
So
It's when they take two atoms and they run them into each other, they fuse them together, hence the name fusion.
Oh, they got one of those in
And
Switzerland.
it takes a shit ton of energy though, and so whenever they've tried it, they've never been able to get more energy out of it than they put into it. And yet it's super clean.
Here.
Its only byproduct is like steam.
No, here's.
Like it's the cleanest form of energy ever.
So
And this time they put 2 joules, which is like a bunch of energy into it, and they got 3 joules out. So this is like the first time ever they've actually gotten energy out of it.
So are they like thinking that if they use like more and more lasers, they'll get more energy back?
I think they're trying to add more lasers.
Yeah, I think the end all goal
Which
is
isn't the answer to
what
everything.
they want to do is like get to,
Yeah.
to get to a point where it's self-sufficient.
Yeah.
You know, for example, the sun.
Yeah.
That's what how the sun gets all its energy through
Yeah.
fusion,
Fusion.
right?
Mhm.
But
Not
that's
fission, fusion.
Yeah, not
exactly
fission.
fission. That's
things.
other stuff.
Yeah, fission.
But the sun, what the sun is doing is smashing
Photosynthesis.
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Yeah. So what the sun is doing is
Solar
smashing
power.
hydrogen atoms into each other with its huge gravity, right?
Yeah.
And so really, what we achieved was the power of the sun. Think about that.
That's
Think
crazy.
about this. It's
That's
fucking
so
wild.
cool.
How much more we can do too.
Yeah, give it
From
10
here,
years. Like, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It's
Because
crazy
they
shit.
figured it out. They're just gonna improve it.
Yeah.
Like we went from
It's
nothing
possible. That's
to
what
like
we
an
did.
We
iPhone.
went from nothing to something.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Started from the bottom, now we here, dude. Oh, fuck.
My dad had a BlackBerry.
Yeah,
In
Blackberries.
4th or 5th grade, my dad had a BlackBerry still.
What's that?
My dad had
Okay,
a
no.
BlackBerry for a
I
while.
know.
And
remember
then
when my parents
I got my
had
first phone in like
Yeah.
7th grade.
My
It was
first
an
phone
iPhone
was a
6.
BlackBerry actually. My first phone was a BlackBerry.
Mine was an
'Cause it meant
iPhone
to
I
be
had a
6.
slide phone.
That's shit crazy.
I had those
You know,
iPhones
like
too.
it was
An
a little
iPod.
like touchpad, but then
Oh,
you
yeah.
slid it up to
iPod shuffle mini thing, the little
I had
square.
I had the
fun
Nano.
idea.
Yeah.
For, like,
This is getting really out of hand.
Yeah.
Once again. But it's not going to be as much censoring this
Yes,
time
like,
as it
whenever you go
guys.
out, like,
Yeah.
you
So
have the
looking
only
forward
thing
to a
that ruins
better
my
episode.
Yeah.
Less bleeping.
That's what ruins
Very
my-
chaotic
when you bring up
episode, but it's
everyone.
okay.
Like, imagine
We
we're at
will
the bar and I'm
eventually.
just like,
Let me do some
open up my
ASMR.
flip phone. Ashley, where
We
are
will
you?
eventually
like a flip
get back
phone?
Yeah.
The pictures
to our
of
normal
videos-
broadcasting.
Chakra?
Right now. Right now.
Chakra time?
We're going into
I
chakras.
think I might.
Okay.
How much would it be like?
Okay.
Flip phones
Yeah,
and chakras.
literally. Put a little plan on that.
Alright, so
Alright.
we're gonna do a live chakra reading. Because we've talked about it like 3 times in this show, and like it is like the
How much
weirdest
time
part
we
of the
got,
show
though?
every time. Yeah, check how much.
We're good. We're good.
We're good, we're good.
Yeah, we just
Chakra time.
14 minutes and 20
Okay.
seconds.
Oh.
Big chill.
Okay.
Alright,
So,
I'm leaving frame. If you're doing like someone's chakra, you get to.
yeah.
Like,
Go ahead,
isolate.
stand here.
Sit here.
Stand up, right here, like right there. Right there.
I think.
I need somebody to like hold the mic right here.
No, yeah.
They can hear fine? Okay.
Let your chakra
Sit
shine.
up all the way. Hey, sit up.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
now sit down.
I'm gonna just
No,
lay
no,
down
go
like
back. No,
this.
yeah, you're good. You're good. Nope, you're good. Once you get to about,
All right, Matt.
Alright.
It's okay.
once you get to like, no, actually, no, you kind of are actually.
Matthew, shut the
just stay
fuck
down.
up.
I'm trying.
Okay, here we go.
It's lifting me up on my head.
Everybody, this is Emma. She already introduced herself. All right. Okay, so there are 7 chakras, and I'm gonna point them out. Okay. This here is your crown. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which is like down here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see how the energy is flowing between all of them, and let's say there's a section where the energy is not flowing correctly or it's stuck. I'm gonna move the energy so that it's even, and you should feel better in different aspects. It's gonna be good. For our listeners, oh boy, yeah, you guys gonna have to get on YouTube. All right,
Yeah.
here we go. So now, shh. Ready? You can close your eyes. You can keep them open. Do whatever you want. You can keep them open if you want.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start reading. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna change the energy. Okay, so you're gonna feel stuff moving around. Okay. Okay, here we go. Ready? There you go. There you go. Okay, now feel that. Feel the difference? All right. Now we're gonna end it by closing here, and then we're gonna end at the crown. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
it.
Okay.
It was so good.
So now I'll describe what I did. Okay, where did you feel something? Where'd you feel stuff?
I felt very like calm.
Okay.
relaxed, and like good things were like moving.
Moving. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. So, what I felt was actually your energy was, it was going crazy. It was a lot everywhere. Everything was getting a lot of energy, and you know it was flying well, but it was it's too much. It was a lot. It was a lot. So what I did, I evened it out, and I discovered that the source of it was right here in this chakra, so the fifth chakra, right? So same place as Emily, same place as Adam, but this section represent like our wants. Okay, our things that we want to get for ourselves, things like that. And yours was actually quite similar to Emily's. It was quite fixated on something. It was
like me, like
wanting something, and then you're putting too much energy into that, and then not everything else. Everything else, you know. Now, it wasn't, let's say, a bad thing, but you know, it was this balance. So what I did, I just moved the energy elsewhere, and then it was flowing back. Okay. So now in your life, if you think of something that you are wanting a lot, or something that you're worried that you're gonna lose, you should look at that and think, yeah, maybe not. Yeah. Maybe you won't lose it. Maybe you will get it. So
yeah, no, I get that.
put less focus there, less energy. You should feel better.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what.
you
Of course.
Oh, beautiful.
There you go. There you go.
Thanks,
there you go,
everybody.
audience. If anybody, hey, when we get to 100 subs, we're gonna make a raffle, and we're gonna fly you one of you guys here, and I'm gonna read.
I can't afford that. We're not doing that. We are not doing that.
Alright.
So funny.
Who's next?
That's a puzzle.
That's a puzzle.
I don't know. Oh, it's already put together. It's supposed to be in pieces.
Alright. Wait, where did Tommy go?
Alright, so we can bring back Tommy, Tony, Adam. We can bring back our regular crew.
Yeah, just the regular crew. Tom. Whoa, that was crazy, bro. That was a lot.
I can feel the energy still
Yeah,
in this area.
Stuff is moving around. Oh shit.
Alright. We're gonna come back and centralize real quick. Original group. And there's one piece of information I learned that I believe to be pretty crazy that I wanted to share with you guys. So I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast, or saw like a clip from it, but it was like a
What amazing fact did you learn on the Joe Rogan show?
So he had like a historian on or something, but they pulled up an article. It was from the Smithsonian. So like the Smithsonian in New York. So it wasn't like some stupid article. Like it was from directly the Smithsonian, very reliable. But Ben Franklin.
Is it a .org?
I don't know. It was from the Smithsonian. So Ben Franklin had a house in England, right? And whenever they were like looking at, because like, you know, they'll go to his house and see what was in there. What they found was like there was this part kind of like we're near the garden that they found like kind of like a hatch in the ground, and it was like super well secured, but they went in there and there were over 1,200 pieces of bones from like humans.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And some of them based on the bone sizes, and they tested them and they dated back to Ben Franklin's time. And some of them, like, they tested the bones, and some of them were, like, children's bones, and, like, all this stuff. So now there's, like, a conspiracy theory, or some people think that he was, like, a serial killer or something, but most people just think he was doing, like, some type of experiments or something.
Well,
but that's, like, directly from the Smithsonian.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you know.
He did have slaves, but I think it's more fun to think that
it's for science.
It was it was like an experiment or something, and
right. The light bulb. That's how we found out the light bulb. He tested the like electricity on other
like
people.
Like wanted to know the power. I think it's weird that he was like a founding father and like an inventor. Like he made the convection oven. I think he made bifocals. That one everyone knows.
Flanagan's a bad person.
Yeah.
don't do that.
However, I think he did make
Smells
the
good. I like the
convection
fumes.
oven. Or like the washing machine or something like that. It was something along those lines. Was it? Yeah. And I just think that's really cool. You know, he really maxed out all attributes there because I mean, you started a country.
He would be like a 99 overall, but he's got to get bumped down to like a 97 for having slaves and possibly being a serial killer. But
No, I agree, but
But,
like,
like-
yeah.
Kids in like France.
Well, yeah, he did cheat on his wife a lot. Went to France and would father illegitimate children.
he's like young boy, dude.
No, he
Or
literally.
Nick Cannon. Isn't Nick Cannon known for having like
He has like
kids
12
everywhere?
kids. He has like 13
Yeah.
kids.
Who's the other guy that they're saying is like catching up to him? There's some rapper.
I don't remember.
It's funny because my sister saw something online that was
Ashley's sister saw something online that said.
I'm tapping in.
It just said that in a couple years, all of us are gonna have some relation to Nick Cannon because he has so many kids. You know what I mean?
Jesus, man.
You just
Well, I
killed-
get that. It's like
users, man.
who was the Chinese
I'm so
emperor?
sorry. Oh, was it that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I sincerely
it's
apologize to
funny.
everyone listening.
Like, it's
funny.
That loud.
It was funny. It was funnier when she said it. Yeah. I'm joking. It was funnier when the first time I saw it. I'm joking.
You should do stand-up comedy, Ashley. You'd be really good at that.
All right,
Just tell jokes
That's
other
enough.
people told them. Be like,
No
this
more,
one
we're
time- this
done,
one
we're
time
done.
Oh, so
Arnold
my
made a
buddy
joke.
one time told
We're
me this
gonna
Beef.
we're gonna move on. We're gonna move
Let's
on to
watch
our
the
next
beef. Let's
topic.
watch
You're
the
trying to
beef.
intimidate me. I'm a foot taller than you.
I will still kick you in the nuts.
I can throw you like a football.
Sorry.
I love you. I love you. You know
you
that.
don't.
I do.
All right, we're gonna go into our next
Oh, man.
our last segment before we go and talk with Matt a lot. But Sunday, 3 days from now, is the World Cup final.
Yeah.
On final.
Hey,
I mean
Argentina,
on Sunday.
Please. Hey, the Lord's gonna be with us.
Argentina
I'm gonna
versus
pray.
France.
I haven't prayed in 13 years. I'm gonna pray that Messi wins. Come on.
I do want to see Messi. It was kind of cool. In quarterfinals, they had a. It was like gonna be a groundbreaking World Cup no matter what. It was like first time if France wins first time back to back since like 1950 or something.
Yes.
If Argentina wins, it's
Messi.
Messi. If Croatia won, it was
First time.
yeah, their first time, and no, it was just the one guy's first time.
Modric.
Yeah, it was Modric's first time, and if Ghana made it, it would have been the first African country to ever make it or
Morocco.
even win.
Or Morocco.
Morocco.
Guys,
Oh, what the hell?
if Croatia wins, Miss Croatia has said that she will get naked.
She didn't. They
I
did not
saw
win.
that.
They
Is she
are
bad?
really-
I saw
They
about
did not
that.
win.
But they lost.
We are all rooting for Croatia.
They already
to win.
lost.
Already
I think
lost.
they already lost. But yeah, that happened.
That happened a little while ago.
Happened like a couple
Never
days
seen
ago.
Miss Croatia before.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that like. Yeah, right here, guys. Ready? Boom.
Is she fine?
Edit that in. Edit it in.
I'm not editing it.
Please, I'll do it.
Is she valid?
Yeah.
Hey, so the thing is that this final, the one that we got, is
It's gonna
even
be
crazier.
really good, yeah.
Even crazier because not only the great teams with actually really good play. Fucking Mbappé, that mother. Oh, I want to slap in the face. It's so good. Mbappé. Sorry, my bad.
Mbappé.
Mbappé. Shut up. He's like actually really good, and so
Number
Well,
one
my
goal
predictions
scorer
is-
in the world.
my prediction is penalties. That's what's gonna happen.
I want to see it go down to
That'd be
penalties. I think it'd be
fucking
sweet.
crazy.
I do want
I'd be
Argentina to
Sweating
win.
for 90 minutes.
I want Argentina
I
over
also want
France.
Argentina to
Because
win
I don't want
that.
to. Nobody wants to see a repeat cup unless you're France. Like, come on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but I'm very excited. I've been a Barca fan forever, so I'm like, just instantly like very, like just supportive of Messi and everything
Yeah,
he's
and
done.
Messi is the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Debated.
even if it was Ronaldo, like these two
It's
players,
not
like they
Ronaldo, he's
deserve.
washed.
They
He's
do-
so
Yeah,
washed.
he's
so
washed, but I'm
dog.
saying like these two players for like everything that they've done over the past 2 decades, like one of them at least deserves a World Cup.
Yeah.
I completely believe that Messi is the one that deserves, and I would pick Messi every single day of the year.
Yeah.
Me too.
But I'm just like in general, I can't state that Ronaldo hasn't had like a big impact.
Yeah, no, he definitely.
Dude,
Yeah.
this feels so weird because like
Easy
all
second
of-
trophy for our generation. Second place trophy.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that literally, like these players, like they were our childhood. This is like what we grew up knowing as good football, the best
Yeah.
of football, and all these things. And now they're going away. Like this was the last cup. You know what I mean? Like what's
That is
coming
weird,
next?
yeah.
What's gonna come next? But
Who's gonna come up next?
exactly.
That fucking, that
Mbappe?
motherfucking like German dude that's like 7 feet tall. Is he even German?
Yeah.
Is he German? I think he
I
is.
know who
He's
you're
like
talking
7
about.
feet tall and he's so good. His name's like, it's a simple ass name or something. It's
I don't know.
oh dude.
I saw this TikTok made by like the American soccer team, like the USA team, and they were like, it was this whole like really over edited thing. It was really funny, and they were all on the bus, and they were like, "What do we want? Soccer. When do we want it? Soccer." And it was just
it's like dude, Christian Pulisic with his it's soccer.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
so funny.
It's called soccer.
I don't really care. Like people sometimes will get heated over that, but it's
Yeah, I don't
like
care either.
I don't
Hey, man,
like
that's just-
even like in Europe they have different ways of saying football or football.
Football.
And yeah, like stuff like that. Like
Like I get why it's called football in Europe, so like I'm not there though, so it don't matter to me.
yeah,
What do they call it in Spain? Football.
football.
Yeah, Germans.
Yeah.
Football. I
Yeah.
think. I took that 4
No.
years ago. So.
I thought the whole thing was just kind of stupid. Their run just having to be identified with the it's called soccer.
I kind of I
message.
thought it was so funny. The fucking American.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
go quick break.
All right, we'll be right back. We're gonna get into our last segment with Matt, and we'll end it there. Yeah.
God bless Argentina. May we win.
Dude.
So for our last segment, we've talked about this before, and we've waited to start talking about this just to where we could have Matt on. But we've been wanting to talk about like Formula One and cars and just like a few things like that. And for me, especially go karting. But we'll get into that.
Dude, he's so bad.
Pat can hop in here for me when they talk about Formula One.
So, just to start off, Matt, you can introduce yourself again, but like what you've done with cars and like everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, again, my name is Matt. I go to Kettering University, engineering school in Flint, and basically every single car in the parking lot is modified in some form or fashion. We have a couple teams at my school where you can like just build cars from like the ground up. You just get them like a race bike motor, and you can make an F. Then there's like an F1 team and a Baja team and like a snowmobile team. I've completely and totally destroyed my father's nice Lincoln MKC SUV. I have brought the 0 to 60 down by 2 seconds for no reason at all, and it sounds like an explosion whenever it starts, for again no reason at all. Yeah, I mean, I have like, I have 4 or 500 hours in F1 on the game. Yeah, on the game.
Oh, I thought you said dollars.
No, hours. Like hours, like 500 hours. So I have like the sim race set up, so like the wheel and the pedals. And it works on VR actually too, but like it's like really buggy and it's like kind of it just makes you want to throw up.
Dude, I've done the F1 VR.
A business as well.
Oh yeah, I am the CEO and sole owner of Midnight Auto Tinting LLC. So if you're in Oakland County area, hit up Midnight Auto Tinting over between like December 15th and like January 8th, and I'll tint your car. I'm like a legit business. I have like a lot of good reviews. Please.
So, I've been waiting so long about this. We can get Patrick in Formula One. I haven't been a fan for too long. Like I've always my dad has always been a fan, so it's always been on. But I didn't start getting into it until probably like 2-3 years ago. And then the biggest year that we got into it was last year, where Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton were tied for points going into the last race. That was just incredible. So If you don't know about Formula One, there's this really good series on Netflix that they made that has created a lot of hype about Formula One. It's Drive to Survive, and they just do a great job at
It's like it gets deep into F1 is like very political. So like people that don't like really dig into it, they don't understand that it's like if you're the lead driver, if the lead driver and the secondary driver are tied for first, if you're the secondary driver, you are required in your contract to let the lead driver take the win.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't let him
Like
take
for
the
points,
win,
if for points you'll let the one in the lead get more
Probably very
points.
stupid question.
It's okay.
You guys know the movie Talladega Nights?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Are you talking about
That's
like
not
how?
F1.
That's not
Okay, and
That's
maybe
NASCAR.
not, but the same concept where like Ricky Bobby had to win, it couldn't be the other guy.
So that's, I mean, they're not really. NASCAR doesn't have like a team of 2 drivers on the same team.
That one race though, I forgot who it was, but I just saw it on
I
Sports
know what
Center,
you're talking about.
where he pile drived through the corner and just went around the
Yeah,
bank
so
of the last turn.
there was
and made
somebody
up
in
like 8 or
NASCAR.
9 places. To
I
win the
forgot what his
championship.
name was.
Recently.
No,
but-
yeah, it was like past few months.
Yeah. So Ashley, NASCAR doesn't have teams. You're not on a team with
Yeah,
2
NASCAR's
drivers.
all individual.
Okay.
F1 has like Mercedes. They have 2 drivers in each race. They have 2 cars in
Yeah,
each race.
it's by
every team has
brands.
2 cars.
Yes. So you have like Mercedes
So you
has
have-
2, Ferrari has 2.
So you have your
Yeah.
individual
Whole,
points
like-
so you have your individual points you get for winning a race. Like first place you get like 28 or something like that, and then it goes down and down. Once you get past I think 10th, it's
10th
just
is
0.
no place. Yeah.
Once you get
You get
10th,
no
you
points.
get 0 points below 10th.
Is there an F1 like supercar race thing too?
They do it now. They do it now. It's just for fun. They're called Pirelli Hot Laps. It's just like a sponsored by Pirelli. They just basically just give them supercars. The Mercedes team uses
Wild
the Mercedes.
cars.
The
Black
Mercedes,
Series,
like
yeah.
the Black Series, or like the F1 car.
AMG, yeah.
Well, they have the it's the Project One, the AMG Project One.
Okay.
I did hear.
It's F1. It's the Mercedes
yeah, they
W12.
did like the Kia Stinger was in it. Dude.
It's the
Like, from every
W12 F1. It's the W12 Mercedes F1 motor inside of a car that they sold to the public.
Yeah.
What's
It's just
the Ford supercar?
the
Ford
GT.
is the Ford
Yeah.
GT.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So they have
I
those-
love those cars.
They
They're
have
so
those
pretty.
races where they'll put like Lamborghinis.
Yeah, those are so fun to watch.
GTs, like I think
The GT3 RS is always just annihilate those.
Bodied M8
Yeah.
in downtown Rochester the other day.
Really?
Yeah, my car sounded better than his. I don't know how.
yeah. No, they have a lot of those races where they'll just put different wild cars into it. So like the
Yeah.
Lamborghini.
Because they're fast cars and they're meant to be track cars. That's why they're sold. They're sold as track cars. So
Yeah.
people obviously want to track them because they're actually good track cars.
Yeah. So that's one of like the differences between NASCAR and F1.
The F1 cars.
So not
they're
only
nothing like regular
in NASCAR
cars.
there is also like a point system, but in Formula One they also have like a team point system, like the Constructors
Yeah.
Cup.
In NASCAR.
In
No, so
in
F1
Formula
you get-
One.
Oh yeah.
Every
F1
driver
you
gets
have-
individual
yep,
points,
and then, you have
and
team
then
points,
and then you get team points, so that you can win like the actual. You can just win the championship, and then the constructors championship is whatever team has the most points.
Yeah. So if 2 drivers in a race get first and second, they'll get a bunch because they're part of the same team, but they can still end up like somebody not get points at all and somebody's in third, or like somebody
As
third
long
and
as you're,
fifth.
Like if your teammates just dog shit and he's just
Yeah.
can never get any points ever, then
Which is basically Haas right now.
Yeah.
Because they have one good driver,
their
and
car is not good though, dude. They gotta
no,
fix their
it's
car.
very very bad.
They have a dog shit car.
But then, yeah, no, I just wanted to go over that one NASCAR race. So it was
Where the guy
the driver
on the
needed
wall,
to
yeah.
get a certain position to get the points to just like kind of confirm that he was gonna win the championship, and there were still races to go, but it's on those types of races it becomes kind of very locked in position, because since they're just doing ovals,
Yeah.
once they go far enough it's difficult to like change the rhythm of how things are going. So instead of just going in a
NASCAR's
circle,
easier to pass though than F1 for sure. Like NASCAR, you can pass a lot easier. Than
NASCAR don't really ever break.
Yeah, but like corners and stuff, NASCAR is way more common to pass than F1. F1 passing late in
In NASCAR, all that matters is how well you can take a corner, and F1,
Yeah.
what matters is how well you can brake
Accelerate,
for
take
a corner,
corners,
take the
yeah.
corner, and get out of the corner.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So F1 is definitely a lot harder to pass people than
Yeah.
NASCAR is.
I've seen a lot of TikToks where it's like the joke of the NASCAR teams putting wheels on the side of their car now, so you can just run the wall.
Yeah, so
It's
the
like
guy,
wild
instead
how
of
fast he went.
Yeah, he
like
went
there
out.
wasn't much time left, and like he needed to go up a few positions, so he basically just went straight into the wall, or not going straight into it, but at an angle to where his car would like used a circle and used the corner to like keep going, and then he was able to pass somebody because of that, and it was a ridiculous clip.
Is that
super
like
cool.
Lightning McQueen? 'Cause
Well, without the flip.
Yeah,
Right.
without it's like Lightning McQueen in that one scene. Yes, Emily.
I guess this is like more
Yeah, but, like, the
NASCAR
concept.
based. But okay, so like these people are going, like upwards of 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, in Formula 2, it's closer to 200 miles
But
per
like
hour.
when they crash.
I mean, in Formula 1.
They die.
They die.
F1 drivers. So
No, not in Formula 1. It's not.
In
like,
Formula 1, they don't die anymore because they put this new thing on the
safety
halo.
systems are wild.
They got a halo on the top of the car, so it's like a beam in the front and then around the top.
Jumpsuit and like a helmet, and that's it. And I'm like,
No, there
no
are videos where there are people who flip their cars in F1 and just coast along the halo, and they're just sitting there like, okay, well there's the ground, all right,
The
whatever.
ground's about 4 inches
There's
above
also
my
a video
head,
of a dude who hit a wall going like 100 and probably 60 or 70, split the car in half. The car exploded, caught on fire. He was still strapped into the seat, was stuck in there for about 2 minutes. And then you just see him just stand up out of the fire and just get out. I forgot what the guy's name was, dude. It was a couple of years ago.
It was.
I wish it was on Bahrain.
It was
The
last
difference
year.
between like your car, the difference between our normal cars and those
No, but the
cars,
suits, they're fireproof suits, and the crash
but, like,
systems are just
the
stupid.
crash systems. So your car basically in F1, when you crash, it explodes.
You know how
Your
the
car
front of the
is
car is
just
super
destroyed.
skinny. That whole thing is just a crumple zone. The entire
Yes.
front of the car.
But your car, like the back end, you have to keep your passengers safe. You have a back end crumple zone. They don't. Their whole car is a crumple zone until the cockpit.
Yeah.
Until basically his foot to his back of his butt. So it's
and the shell's also built around a material that's like
Yeah.
that's like really nice and stable, so they can't get crushed or
so
if
they have
crash.
a much bigger crumple
They're in
zone
like a little pod.
than our normal cars.
Actually, what they do sometimes, if they can't get them out of the seat
Sebastian
unstrapped,
Vettel.
they'll just unbolt. They'll just take the seat out of the car. They'll keep them in the seat. If they hurt their back or something, they'll just they'll just take the seat out of the car.
Wasn't it Vettel that got in the fire in the car crash?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was on Bahrain last year, right? I don't remember.
It was last year. I don't exactly remember what race it was.
That was wild.
But
though,
also,
dude. That was crazy.
on the side of the tracks, they have like
Little
an
tires,
area
yeah.
that's like just
F1
all
It's a
gravel.
huge tire. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
huge tire thing, and then some tracks have like Miami and France. You'll see like blue and red stripes on the around
Yeah.
the rim of the track. So like the ones that are closest slow the car down a little bit. Like you can see it like when people roll like a ball. And then the blue one slows down a lot in the ball. Like you put the ball on the ground
So
and
there's
throw
a
it,
lot
it's
of
like
area
stopped
to
already.
start breaking, and then
Yes.
even if they hit the wall, they have layers and layers of tires and like cushions.
And then the
Yeah.
gravel pits, so like into real tight corners, if your like brakes fail or
They have
something, you hit the
gravel.
gravel.
Yeah, and they always have runoffs too.
And the gravel's like a semi like runoff hill. It's just it slows your car down.
Like in Imola, the Imola runoff,
Yeah.
the Imola runoff is so common that people lock up their brakes going off of that they made it like an obstacle, so that way they don't have to give people penalties every time they run off.
Yeah.
So now if you run off in Imola, if you like lock up your brakes, you're going from like 215, 60 miles an hour to a dead stop.
Yeah.
And you want to do it as late as possible so the guy that's right next to you doesn't come in front of you and cut you off. So they'll lock up their brakes and just go straight through the corner and plow through it. And so instead of killing themselves and or getting a penalty, which is annoying,
Yeah.
they put like a little thing you have to go like weave around it, and they made it so it's like about the exact same time as if you were to go around the corner normally.
Okay.
So like you normally would just come back in the same spot you were at in the first place.
I get a lot of penalties in there.
There was
you get a lot of penalties.
I only had you had
Oh, yeah,
5 seconds. I
Yeah,
had
that was
6.
that's because I got a bull. That's because I was accidentally speeding in the pits, bro. I was going 51 and the limit's 50.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay, so you guys do this on like a video game?
Yeah,
Okay.
so he just got on
where you
he got
have,
on
like,
his
the actual
Xbox.
wheel?
Yeah, so I'm on the wheel that you've seen me play on the steering wheel thing, and he's playing on it, and he's playing on his PS4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We can play together. So we're teammates.
Oh, you're the team.
Yep.
But there was it was a race last year. It was a crash between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. It was in an Italian.
Over his tire.
It was during the Italian race, but they crashed. I think it was Max Verstappen that crashed into the back of Lewis Hamilton's car, and Max's car ended up on top of Lewis's, and he was like
they were just like
centimeters off Lewis's head
Yeah.
because he was on top of the protection that they have.
Yeah.
And that was a bit insane. But that entire year there was calls that kept going to either Red Bull or Mercedes that it was like penalties and stuff that would determine the places and be like super close. And that was happening throughout the entire year. So leading up to the final was like insane.
Yeah, the emotions are very high. Like I know between a couple of years ago, Mercedes had Lewis Hamilton as their lead driver and Bottas as their secondary. And Bottas went to like the head of Mercedes like 6 or 7 times, super pissed off because he was winning all these races and he'd have to let Lewis Hamilton pass him. He's like, I'm a better driver.
And Mercedes had been winning for like 7 years in a row. They won like 7 years in a row.
And so he was like, I want either the lead driver or I'm leaving. They wouldn't give him the lead driver, so he left. I think he's at Alfa Romeo right now.
He is at Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
And they're not doing as well.
No, because the Alfa's just a slow
but
car.
Mercedes has also declined a lot.
Yeah, their car last year, their W12 car was stupid. That
was wild.
Their car last year was dumb.
Because Red Bull was kind of reliant on certain calls and just like playing very strategically because Mercedes just had a very, very fast car. There was no way they could just outrun and outpace the Mercedes.
Red Bull. Well, the series is over. The Red Bull won. Their car is stupid.
Their car was.
The Ferrari was. Honestly, I feel like the Ferrari was faster, but their cars at the beginning of the year, their cars just kept blowing up.
And also the management for Ferrari.
They didn't finish like 4 or 5 races, right?
Aren't like a car brand have it, or is it just Red Bull?
Ferrari's the only so there's Ferrari, Aston Martin, Alfa Romeo.
Like what car? Like I can't go and buy and order a car from Red Bull, right?
No.
Like that would be sick as hell.
The Red Bull team is the Formula One team is Red Bull, but it's Honda.
The car, so the motor is Honda.
Yeah.
It's Red Bull's team. It's Honda sponsored the motor.
Oh, because the Honda motors are insane.
Because they sponsor.
They're up against Ferrari motors and Mercedes Petronas motors, bro.
So it's basically anybody can, if you put enough money into it, anybody can own
the cars
the
are
car.
$14 million. The new ones are.
Anybody can have the team. But you have to
Red
have
Bull's representing Honda.
Sure.
I got you.
Dude, Honda's like a sponsor. It's like a sponsor sticker on the side of the car. They're a sponsor. They supply their motors.
It's like NASCAR.
It's their engine supplier. Yeah.
Anybody can have the car. It's just you have to source out your parts. So like Mercedes is easy because they just use Mercedes motors. Ferrari uses Ferrari, but anybody can have a team.
Yeah. So
Joe Schmo can go start a team and just use whatever motor he wants.
Yeah. So the F1 car is not. They're not all the same. Like every team's car like makes their car themselves.
Yeah.
But there's regulations like the Mercedes car is like a foot longer than the Red Bull car. Because there's just certain regulations and every team can just adapt whatever the hell they want to make it as good the best they can.
It's like NASCAR they have a rule on their wing. Your back wing can only be so many degrees.
NASCAR is stock cars. Stock cars meaning they're all the exact same. F2 is all the exact same cars. They're all given the cars.
Yeah.
But they can do whatever they want to.
So it's like the MLB and then the minor leagues. F1 is the MLB, the minor leagues is like F2. So normally drivers go through F2 and then move up to F1. Sometimes they just go straight to F1 if they're good enough.
Or if they buy a team.
Pretty much, like, you have to have a good driver and a good car, but then NASCAR, it's just like if you're a good driver.
Well, I mean, NASCAR's
they can change them a little bit.
You can change your motor. You can have a different motor. You can have a different.
But the chassis are all the same.
Yeah, the chassis are all the same. You can have different suspension. Like you can have a tighter suspension or loose. It's all about your.
You can tune them how you can tune you also can tune all the cars. So like on one track, like on like a track like Monaco, it's really corner time based. I'll run like a really super high downforce setup, so like the wings are angled super far back. So it pushes all the air down to the ground. So the car is super heavy in corners, so you can
turn really fast.
But on tracks where it's on tracks like Miami or like Azerbaijan, they're different every race.
That's cool.
And they can change them. They can
radio
radio into their engineers and they can change their front wing only in the middle of a race.
You can have.
So when they come in for a pit stop, they'll come with a little tool and they'll just turn it.
You ever seen the whole front wing of the car get taken off and a new one gets put on?
If they break it, they'll just throw a new one on there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But we are almost out of time.
Oh shit! Really?
So we can do a quick fire songs of the day. If everybody wants to come in real quick.
All right, hold on.
We'll go ahead and start with Tommy. I know
My song is Amber by 311. It's a really good song, and it's kind of reggae. It makes me very happy.
Sweet. My song is
I'll send the ball.
I listened to this like 2 years ago a lot. It's a great song. It's called Soft Love by The Symposium. Huge shout out to that song. It's just very, very good.
What's it called?
It is Soft Love by The Symposium. They're incredible.
Hit me next.
All right, Adam.
My song of the day is "Moving Out" by Billy Joel.
Sounds good. And then, do you have yours, Patrick?
It's an artist I heard on. He just had a cool story. Like his mom left him when he was real young. He was on. Matt, turn it off.
We can. Bro. Oh, it's me.
That's not me, bro. I'm not
Pablo. We're gonna get the montage, guys.
That's racist.
It was
okay.
So his name's Colby Swift, and he only has a couple songs. I heard him on, I think it was American Idol, and he just had a cool story that I liked. His mom left him when he was real young, worked on a farm with his dad, and he showed up to American Idol with his cowboy boots on, and he had the bottoms of his cowboy boots had no sole. It was just his foot and a little bit of heel. And it was just cool.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it was just cool. Like he basically has nothing, but he's still going without his mom and everything and doing all this stuff. And he's succeeding. He's got a great voice, and I think he's made it on a while on American Idol with I think he's on Luke Bryan's team.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, Ashley, you got yours?
Yeah, because I'm really excited for Christmas. It's Run Rudolph.
Yeah, love it.
I listened to it while wrapping presents today, so it made me happy.
There you go.
Hold on to it.
No.
I got a song.
See, I'm gonna make it a
All right.
Oh, hold on. I'll because you need a angle. I got it.
No. My song of the day is "Rondo Winners" by Lil Uzi Vert. That is all.
ASMR.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys
back there?
Okay.
Yeah, go.
Oh, that sounded so bad.
My song of the day is "Too Many Nights" from the new Metro Boomin album.
You gotta say like a news reporter. My song of the day.
Song of the day. Yeah, that's my song of the day.
Nice. Okay.
My song of the day is "Snooze" in the new album that SZA released. It's really good.
My song of the day is "Don't You Worry, Child" by Swedish House Mafia. Don't You Worry, Child. That's such a good song. It throws me back, and I love it. Swedish House Mafia, baby.
Sweet.
Yeah. Don't you worry, child.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Today we had the privilege to be joined by Matt, Patrick, Ashley, Emma, and Emily. It's great to have everybody on. But I'm Arno.
I'm Tony.
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Adam.
Oh, wait.
And I'm Rachel.
And we're the Unaccompanied Minors. Thank you guys for listening again. Goodbye, everybody. Good night, Detroit. Good night, Detroit.
Good night.